And we have our 3, 2, 1, and pills.
All right, and the last match of 2023 is on us. I can't believe it.
And we already have a nice opening combo there from Luke. Nice horizontal work there with the yellows to open up that blue.
Yeah, he would really have loved, that yellow to have been a yellow-red instead of yellow-blue so that he could start working on the blues horizontally, but I decided against it as Ramsey takes some garbage and says, "Nah, I got this," and starts making a really big combo, but bit of a mess on his board. I expect that will be taken care of very quickly.
And meanwhile, Luke really just hoping that he gets a lot of red, while Ramsey is able to take out that blue garbage and have a nice little short stack combo. So only really one piece of garbage there on the center of that board. And if he's able to take those reds out horizontally, which he doesn't decide to do, it makes a lot of sense why not. He wouldn't have any garbage at all, but keeping those reds around, pretty useful move in terms of just keeping a little diversity on that board.
Yeah, and speaking of reds, check out what Luke has in mind. It's going to be a triple
Mm.
dropping into a combo, and I think if he, yeah, I think he's going to set up
He's
for even
delaying this
more.
sucker.
Yeah, he's okay. He's not going to go ahead and make that column 8 red drop as well, but he was sure thinking about it. As yeah, everything kind of coming up Luke here, and he is waiting for this last blue out at a 140.
Mhm. And Ramsey at the 140 mark himself, and oh, we lost him for a little second there, but he's back and he needs a couple of yellows, a couple of blues. They're a little bit separated. He is going to have to take some drop time no matter what.
Not necessarily no matter what, because if he takes the yellow first, he is oh, he gets a double
Mhm.
blue. He says, "No, I'm gonna take it."
What did I tell you? And he's out at a 203.
I mean, I guess technically a drop would have been drop time, but regardless.
And
Okay, and yeah, go ahead.
oh yeah, both of them starting into this level. Luke working on that left-hand side. Ooh, actually sends those blue yellows all the way down to the bottom because of some plans that he had working up there. Interesting move, but he did clean out that top and is just getting exactly what he needs. Beautiful drop cross to clean out those yellows.
Yeah, that was some definite smart play. As Ramsey is hoping for yellow blue, actually, he would love to see some double yellows come through here. Um, is going to end up having to take a little bit of garbage and this column one he wants to take it out and does so, and now is kind of limited to his yellow access. It makes the play to not get rid of this one last yellow until absolutely necessary. It is now, and a nice long tuck over there for Ramsey on the left hand side. That is going to keep his hopes alive and kind of prevent these yellows from being too damaging.
But speaking of the hopes, look at Luke clearing out this level 9 at a 333. And let's keep in mind that that time was where a couple of people were out of their level 7 in the last block. So this is an outstanding run from Luke so far. And he's working on this very nice diverse top line for level 10.
Yeah, Luke is, I think, trying to give us a preview of next year's tournaments, as he thinks. I think he's planning to take over, and with the speed that he's putting out, it seems like he might have a shot at it. As Ramsey also putting together some really good plays, and has everything set up really nicely. He's got places for practically every pill combination, and that's always a nice thing to see.
Right. And Luke doesn't have that diversity that he had at the beginning of the top line. This blue red would be awesome, and he uses it for that great horizontal there. So he is making the very efficient plays, tucking that double blue underneath to clear out. Very nicely done. Meanwhile, Ramsey has just a bunch of straightforward stuff to do to clear out this end game. This double blue going to be nice for the horizontal, and just needs a couple more reds, and he'll be out. But Luke is has a commanding lead at the moment.
Yeah, oh, Ramsey, that was a very that's about 1 pill higher than I usually feel comfortable
Uh-huh.
stacking, at the end of a level, but, Ramsey's still playing on medium, and, it's not as big a deal there. Both players actually playing on medium, that's, uh, certainly a normal decision, and, we respect it. But, yeah, both players, playing where they're most comfortable, and that is a smart plan to do.
Mhm. Now, Luke had the opportunity for a horizontal red, didn't take it there, wondering what the play was at that point, but he does get that red horizontal in the end, uses some more red to try to drop down with that blue. And yeah, he is just languishing a little bit on this end game. You see him sitting back here and oh, yep, stacking that double red. He knows they're going to keep showing up.
And having that oh, there's the yellow
Oh,
blue on the right-hand
oh,
side.
just needs that one red, drop it down and out at a 608, but not quite the blazing fast pace that he had before, but he is significantly ahead of Ramsey still, who is making good moves on the open of this level 10.
Yeah, unfortunately, this level 10 has not been particularly friendly for Ramsey. He's had not a lot of opportunities to get any real progress. The doc just not giving him the pills that he would like to see. This yellow blue is going to be an exception to that. Looks like he is going to set this up as a offset fat log on these blues once he gets enough yellows. Unfortunately, it's going to leave him a little bit of garbage, but I spoke too soon. It's going to leave him one piece of garbage. That should be manageable.
Meanwhile, Luke is working on the center of this board. He was doing a little bit of horizontal work, which was bringing down some garbage a little bit row by row here. But now he makes a big move to clear it all out. He says, okay, I'm done with that. I need to make it into the next phase of my board. And so he's making very straightforward plays to both manage garbage and clear out viruses. So he's almost done with the garbage out there, just a little bit there in column 8 as Ramsey into level 11, but about 20 viruses back.
Yeah, Ramsey was out with a 716, and um, it's that his PB is a 756, so he's definitely got a lot more in the tank. These boards have just not been particularly friendly for him, and that's just the way the doc plays sometimes. He's not very good at sharing his toys, and sometimes he's a little mean to everybody, but that is okay. We play with him anyway, and yeah, Luke definitely getting the advantage here, but he wants to get a little bit of swag. Let's see what he's going to come up with to
Yes,
finish
he
this
really
out.
wants that swag, doesn't he? Oh, yeah, he's setting up
Here
for
it
that.
comes.
Look at him saying, "Timber into" wow, okay. Alright there, Luke, we see you. GG's. GG's, you swaggy youth. I mean, gosh, if you can't be swaggy when you're young, when can you do it?
I, I don't know. I never really took that opportunity myself. So, all right, and Ramsey goes ahead and tops it out. Now it is a best of three. So GG's to Ramsey and GG's to Luke, but you guys are going to be doing at least one more game. And, Ramsey wants to see it become a decider. Luke is wanting to get more swag. I don't know if he wants to win. I think he just wants to make more swag.
And, as you said, this could be a preview of things to come in 2024. Luke has said that he is coming for me. He is
All right.
he has shot his shot. I'm a little nervous seeing this.
Yeah, Savage always ends up with the newcomers, it seems. Had to play Riggs his first tournament this year, so that was I know you were a bit scared that day.
I was anybody knew I'm always scared of. And we have our 3, 2, 1 pills. We have it going on here. Nice horizontal there from Ramsey. So far, he's had a use for every single thing in a really nice short stack formation, honestly. Just hasn't really needed to make anything elaborate and a beautiful sweet tea there. So he's tearing up this board.
And unfortunately for Luke, he did not have an opportunity to use everything that he got. A lot of these pills, it's been difficult for him to find exactly what he wanted to do with them. You can see him there kind of slicing it back and forth, trying to figure out exactly where he wants to put the individual pills. So they're not lending themselves to an obvious setup, and unfortunately, that is it's causing him a little bit of a slowdown. But maintaining a pretty decent pace and staying within five of Ramsey is our four seed Luke.
Yeah, and Ramsey's moves have been spectacular. He has been You see, sometimes he's fluttering the pills around the board, but it always results in a very good move with whatever the next box is. So he's looking at that very well. And look at this time for level 8. He doesn't take the fast clear on that last virus, but he's out at a 120.
I mean, hey, why not, right? If you can do it, go for it. All right, Luke getting some swag going on here. He is finding horizontals left and right. Okay, that wasn't actually an intended pun, but um and he is just two more yellows away from being done. Yeah, he goes ahead and makes it on top because he sees the double yellow. He's out at 157.
Mhm. So that's about 30 seconds back. Now you see Ramsey leaning into the screen. You know that that means a misdrop for him. So that red, yellow, or sorry, yellow, blue, I can do colors on column 7 and 8 is a misdrop. He's probably just going to clean that out as a short stack. But on the way, he's going to make sure he uses everything else efficiently. And he got a nice T. Everything looking good for Ramsey. 14 viruses left to Luke's 30.
Yeah, unfortunately, not a lot of red availability on Ramsey's side. I know he would love to see a blue yellow just come through so he can really build access to yellow, and really not any access to yellow to red. I mean, red in all of those statements. No real access to red on Luke's side either, as he has finally found his way down to that over on the right hand side of his board, but most of his reds were buried. But right now, he is working his way back, still about 10 viruses back, but making a comeback as Ramsey is out at a 302.
hmm And he's got a good looking start at this board. The only thing a little bit troubling for me is those yellows that are up there because Ramsey is going to definitely want to take those out horizontally. It might not be the easiest thing unless he gets a double yellow. So let's see how he deals with that formation. He does drop that on top of the garbage, but it's going to be really nice and drop down into two verticals. So nicely done there for Ramsey for his opening of level 10.
Yeah, he didn't want to make that red yellow flip the direction it did, but it's not going to end up being too big of a deal as the doc gave him a double red to follow it up, which is something Luke would wish he could have, as he's now out of the 353. Needed extra reds to get out of there, but look at this first couple of pills that he's got. Double yellow with the setup that Luke had. This put him in a really good place to start this level 10. And yeah, goes for another horizontal. He's going to be out of yellow pretty quickly at the rate that the doc's providing him with the doubles.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he definitely is out of blue red. Nothing there is going to help you see him dropping down that blue on column 7, but nice going here for Luke in the start. Now, Ramsey is completely down to just red and yellow. So he's going to be working on these in row 3 horizontally, but nice tuck there to get the yellow out vertically. So we're going to hope for a bunch of red yellow for him as Luke continues to come through here. A red blue would really take everything out and make the plans work that he needs, but he might not want to wait for it anymore. Oh, he gets it.
There
What
it
up?
is. Oh, but it did
Oh, he
not drop the way he was
miscounted.
expecting.
Oh, he thought it was going to be different.
Oh, the swag.
Oh, the swag.
It is a double-edged sword. and Luke really feeling the edge of it right now. That is, you hate to see it, folks.
Mhm. Now Ramsey with a nice drop into a horizontal there to start off this level 11. Big big red horizontal opportunity here, but it didn't show up. So still able at this stage to make things go really, really efficiently. And there you go. Nice combo from Ramsey.
That was really good there. I wasn't sure what I was expecting, but that was not. It surprised me when it triggered, and I was happily shocked. Another red yellow is going to clean up the last of this garbage on top. Well, almost the last of his garbage, as he does still have that red pill half that he's going to be taking care of. But yeah, Ramsey with a very clean board here. And Luke still trying to get out of level 10. He's got half a dozen viruses left. And yeah, that unfortunate misplay really is slowing him down here. But he's going to make this horizontal and kind of make everything happen. He's thinking horizontals again, and
Mhm.
I'm not sure I agree with the direction he's taking it. Okay. Decided to just get rid of the blues and is going to be out at a 634.
Mhm, and Ramsey already down to almost his last 10 viruses here in level 11. So you see that he does have a tiny bit of a complication going on in the bottom of that board. I think ideally we would have loved to see the reds be able to go out horizontally there in the bottom. It wasn't going to happen with the setups that Ramsey had. So this end game is going to be a little bit messy here. He's going to have to make a lot of different plans, but he has the time as Luke has 34 viruses still.
And you got to wonder if Ramsey's keeping an eye on his opponent's board or not. Uh, some players do, some players don't, and if he's watching, then he knows that he's got it well in hand. If he's not, well, I don't think he feels happy about that. But that was a PB.
Yeah, that was a big PB.
That was 30-second PB. I don't know, it's kinda hard to tell the look on his face whether, realizing, 1, that he won, and 2, that he won with a massive PB.
Mhm.
But, GG's to Ramsey, who takes game number 2, and, I mean, how else was it gonna end, Savage?
I know, we had to have it. I mean, we all colluded at the beginning, we said this is gonna happen, but, it's always gotta play out just the way we hope.
Yeah.
And
So
I just checked last year's times as we were talking about this, and Ramsey's play was just it was about 20 seconds faster than the fastest winning time of this championship last year. So that is outstanding there for Ramsey.
and that was a hotly contested finals in last
Mhm.
year's silver between 2 players who happened to make gold bracket this year, so
Mhm.
that was a fun match. Betty and I had a lot of fun with that one, and yeah, I hope the trend continues as these two uh, get themselves readied up. Ramsey and Luke both showing they've got everything that it takes to make main brackets, and both have. So it's okay. There you go. I thought Ramsey was going to be set up on level 9 for a second there. All
All
right,
right,
this
so
is
we
for
have
all the marbles,
readies. Woo!
all the little silver marbles. It's 3, 2,
2,
1.
1, pills.
Hills. The last game of the year. Sorry, it just feels weird to say. All right, Luke with a swaggy setup gets his tee, gets it looking nice, and gets a really good start to this level. As Ramsey is also finding a good spot, but his board's a little more floaty and a little more monochrome than what Luke's got.
Mhm. Now, Luke was, again, coming up with a really good setup there towards the bottom of the board, and it could have involved a very nice horizontal drop, very several layers down. He did abandon it, but he's looking pretty good with a slight lead here. He is going to have a little bit of trouble. I think the horizontal reds there on the right hand side might slow him down a little bit if he's thinking to take them horizontally. I think vertically might be a better move, but we'll see how he goes. Meanwhile, nice combo for Ramsey, taking out some viruses and some garbage on the left-hand side.
Yeah, Ramsey just needs a little bit more yellow. Just any yellow reds are going to be pretty helpful as the top of this board is it's set up for a lot of fun. He's, I think, really hoping for a double red because a double red would have allowed a combo down in
Mm,
the bottom of his board. Unfortunately, it didn't happen that way, but it's still gonna get some good combos working his way down. But Luke with a double red that Ramsey was looking for is going to be able to make this horizontal combo. And once he gets one more yellow, he is going to be out at a 145.
nice time there for Luke, and there was some patience there of working, throwing a pill aside that he might have been able to use immediately in favor of a quicker clear for a horizontal. So that was really nicely done. Meanwhile, Ramsey just needs a couple more yellows. He's going to get him and out at a 158. Still a very, very close game between these two players.
Yep. And if we look over on Luke's side, he's gonna get this combo here. A double yellow would have been ideal for him, but again, it's Dr. Mario on the NES. He doesn't just give out double pills for nothing. You have to pay the penance as well as it needs to be the worst possible time. But since it wasn't, and it is now, Luke gonna get Luke gonna get what he's looking for and gonna work his way down this board with about a 10 virus lead.
Mhm. And Ramsey thinking hard here about what to do with these blues in the center. And of course, that a double blue would be amazing for him, but he's getting a double red blitz. We know the RNG's terrible, followed by a red yellow. I he, I'm really surprised he didn't just use that double red to drop that blue in the center because I think he's just really hoping that it'll be a drop cross, but that's really slowed him down there.
Yeah, he gets the double blue, but now it's kind of cut off, so it's gonna be a little slower, but he is gonna get that combo built out. But Luke's out at a 325, and ooh, that's a lot of yellow on top of the board there, Doc.
Mm-hmm. But
Every bit of
wow.
it could be used.
Yeah, exactly. It's looking really good.
And I
It's
think, yeah, he's gonna set it up to where a red is gonna drop everything down. And yeah, that's about as well as you can play that for Luke, as he is making strong headway, trying to keep this lead that he's built over Ramsey, who is just a few pills away from being out of his level 10.
mhm. And he's got straightforward paths out of that level 10. Double red, really useful, followed by double blue, also good. It's always great to see that you didn't misprioritize once you get like, 3 pills down towards the end. But Ramsey is about 20 viruses back on Luke. Luke just needs to have some nice, calm, easy plays. And these horizontal reds, oh, the double red blitz coming just at the right time there and ending at the right time for Luke to clear out this horizontal. Very nice foresight there for Luke.
A really nice drop combo over on Ramsey's side to keep him kind of in this game. He's about 2 dozen viruses back, but he does have the slight advantage of the timer difference. But that's not going to be nearly enough if things don't start moving his direction. But so far, the doctor is being much kinder to Ramsey on this board than he has been in pretty much any of the other previous ones. So we can expect to see him kind of moving his way forward and potentially getting back to making this very close very shortly.
Especially if Luke cannot get the blue that he needs. He's able to clear off this red there and set up. He missed the setup to clear the red horizontally. The double yellow could have helped with that. I think he's seeing that now. But you see, there's determination in his face. He's going to drop down into the horizontal. Just needs a bunch of blue and to mitigate drop time there. So Luke, very RNG dependent right now. And the blues he needed are just ticking away.
Yeah, he wants to get to that last level of the year, and the doc Doc wants him to hang on to the penultimate one just a little longer. There he is out of 556. So we'll check and see where Ramsey is. About 12 viruses behind.
And that's a giant slice off of the lead that Luke had at the beginning of that. So you see Ramsey going to bring down, clear off that garbage in the center of the board. Smart move there, followed up by another combo. Now, he's got to be very mindful of what he's got going on in the bottom. It looks like he's got a blue horizontal possibility, cleaning off some garbage. He is signaling that he's going to be doing that, cleaning off that blue garbage horizontally. And he can also clear off the red horizontally. Decides not to go for it, but also just a couple more pills away.
Yep. And that red or that yellow blue. Interesting, not okay. Interesting that he flipped everything the direction that he did. I think he miscounted the number of blues that he had on top there. Now Luke is still in a pretty good position, but he needs a lot of red,
Mhm.
and so far has only gotten some of it. Also think he might be miscounting because he only has 2 yellow blues and
Mhm.
set aside the others, when they had the opportunity to be set aside and, placed on top, ready to go, but, in the end, that has not mattered as Luke
Oh.
that play is not what he wanted.
Mm.
That's gonna feed a lot of garbage over into that corner, and this is gonna give Ramsey an opportunity to come back.
Yeah. This is very challenging spot there for Luke. Able to clear, open up that column 7. Very nice. So making that open up there, but still, oh, that was a little bit painful. And column 6 still difficult, but Ramsey is 22 viruses back. Luke sees this opportunity and he's done.
And with that, Luke is your silver champion for 2023. Congratulations, Luke. And congratulations, Ramsey, for putting on a heck of a show. Both these players really crushing it this year. And yeah, from one silver runner up to another, dude, that is nothing to sneeze at. Congratulations. GG's to both players, as looks like Luke is trying to tell us that he's calling his mom. Oh no, he's GG and thank
It says Ramsey,
Ramsey.
thank you, GG's, but it's backwards for me. So way to use that technology there, there, Gen Z. You got it. So again, congratulations to Luke, and of course that amazing story of the newcomer of the year versus the most improved player of the year. So the two of you, outstanding job. So, to all of you, that was our last game of 2023 Speed. We are going to start up in just a little bit. I'll probably get that schedule up. We'll probably get it up a little bit next week, probably. You'll see the first half of the schedule of the year, and we'll also start qualifying for our January Speed tournament. So, do you have any thank yous, Ook, shout outs to the people?
I mean, we're always going to say thanks to Dave for putting a great, being the technical guy for all of the magic that you see here. And I just want to say thanks to everybody who has played this year. We've seen a lot of new faces, and you guys have really elevated everything this year. So thanks for playing. Thanks for enjoying this stupid game with us.
We certainly do love it. And thank you, of course, everybody watching. I'm so happy that you get to share this excitement with us. So please join us next month as we start our new tournament series and join us on Discord. If you want to play, we're really helpful. We want you to be out here playing with us. So yeah, come on down, start chatting. We'd love to have you. And until we see you again, take your vitamins.